All right, everybody, how you doing? Welcome to game number 2 here, day number 3 at Y'all Stars 2026. I'm PR Armageddon.
And I'm Nines.
And we have our next game coming up at you here. Team Alaska taking on Salaam Roller Derby. We'll start off with Team Alaska, starting off with number 0, Athena Latina. Number 13, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Number 20, Solid as Jamrock, 222 semi-automatic. Number 3, Jam It Janet. Number 35 is Grieve, 359 Absolute Chaos. 38 is Kits. Number 408, Gnarly Brown. 411, May Be Good. 53 is Vix. 609, Magoo. 69 is Nova. 7 is Tiffinator. 904, Yeti or Not. And 94 is Squasha.
And for Team Salaam in the red today, I believe, we are going to have number 1001, Florida Lethal. 123, Manti. 13, Tabuli. 15, Chorus Lane. 19, Peachy Mean. 206, Bones. 27, Bear Witch Project. 3000, Queen Acrucia. 313, Beta Blocker. 369, Senior Pound Cakes. 416, Cleo Smackia. 45, Fall Awful. 4546, I Ran, I Slam. Number 5, that's Fox. 538, Kaboom. 789, Fish. 820, Block Lava. 86, Ethel Murders. And 961, Kitty Claus.
All right, we are, of course, in consolation play here in this main division. Actually, we see a nice show of cultural unity here by Salaam Roller Derby, skating out with the flag during pregame warm-ups. Both teams, yes, Alaska as well, taking part in it as well. So one thing I love about Y'all Stars is that we have a very, very, very diverse group of skaters competing here all weekend long, representing many different cultures and areas and just lifestyles and things like that. That's one thing I love about roller derby in general, and as well as Y'all Stars bringing everybody together here for a great 4-day derby fun time, right? So let's talk about our officials. Nines, who we got?
All right, for your NSOs, we're going to have Night Trotter, The Doctor, Tex Ass Tornado, Nina Botnetter, Hot Mess Express, Beef Chief, Tornado Alley, Punish Her, and Dread Hachuli. And for your skating officials.
There you go. Come on, skating officials headed up by Shrimp and Roll, joined by Sven DeFore, Arson Crafts, Bionic, Kilobyte, Bacon the Question, Bread Pool, and Arson. Also want to thank Evie, our awesome stream team head, making everything roll here, keeping the stream going. Thank you all for tuning in and being a part of it, especially our pay-as-you-go program here for contributing to the stream and to Y'all Stars. We really appreciate y'all. Our producer extraordinaire, the one and the only Carmen Slam Diego, sitting next to me, giving us a bunch of stats. And, of course, our stream team headed up there, Toes and Evie, working on the camera and the computer. Thank y'all very much. It takes a village. It does indeed. All right, we're lining up here for jam number 1. It's hard to believe we're on day 3 here at Nines. We have a whole day left tomorrow.
Only a day left.
Ooh, I say only. We've been here 2 and almost a quarter now. So off we go. Jam number 1. We have Vix with the star for Team Alaska. I Ran, I Slam for Salaam.
Vix with a lovely jersey whip on that outside line from number 13, that's Tabuli.
So lead jam are going to go to Team Alaska. Vix out front. And I Ran, I Slam trying to go on the inside. Does clear for the initial pass. Pack tangled up right here outside of turn 2. Kaboom trying to pull the reset right here, but jam will get called off. 2 points picked up by Alaska to start the scoring here. I want to thank some of our great sponsors here this weekend at Y'all Stars. Our Royal level sponsors, 187 Killer Pads, 888 Hampton Inn and Suites, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, and Acadian Ambulance Service. Who do we have jamming here, Nines?
We're going to have Absolute Chaos with the star for Alaska, joined by Ethel Murders with the star for Salaam.
All right, off we go to the outside. Oh, lead jammer race ended up going to Salaam Roller Derby, Ethel Murders, but both jammers took the inside and outside lanes, and it was pretty much a photo finish to get lead jammer, but Ethel did come out on top.
So Chaos here forcing the call off, 0-0 jam.
Our first double donut jam. Of course, we're really in jam 2, so we're almost at a first of anything at this point. Setting up here for jam number 3.
We're
Looks
gonna
like, what do we have there, jamming?
have Janet, Janet, and Kitty Claus sharing that jam line.
And scrum pack on the side. Jammin' Janet trying to go outside. Gets caught up a little bit on the edge. Now to the outside. Does clear. And picks up lead jammer for Alaska.
Kitty Claus taking a hit to the outside from number 6'9", Nova from Team Alaska.
And both jammers trying to break through again now. Janet on a scoring pass. Going to have to reset back behind the jam line. Meanwhile, Kitty, star pass completed here by Salaam.
To Janet, Janet.
No, Jammin' Janet is for Alaska. I didn't have the name on Salaam.
Cleo Smakia.
That was Cleo Smacky, I'm sorry, yes. The Hooter star, but unable to capitalize. It's okay, no worries. Unable to capitalize, so again, our second nothing jam. That's a quick call-off happened right there mid-pack, or early pack, so we remain at a 2-0 game in favor of Team Alaska.
We're going to have Vix and I Ran I Slam with the star for both of our teams here, sharing that jam line.
Looks like
I Ran I Slam through on that inside line with lead. Vix following, not too far behind.
it's like Alaska was trying to get an official review, but didn't get it in before the whistle blew, so this jam moving now a little bit of a faster pace as the pack get a little bit of speed to it now. Both jammers trying to play catch up. Irana Slam does break through the inside, calls it off, looking for a point total from the jam ref. Haven't seen it. There we go. Got the full 4. So first points of the game for Salaam Roller Derby. Lead change. Drink it if you got it. I'm going to drink mine since I got it. So here we go. Jam number 5. We're off and going here. We have Ethel Murders with the star for Salaam Roller Derby and Absolute Chaos for Team Alaska.
Both of these jammers trying to take that outside line.
Multiplayer block assist in the pack to Team Alaska. That is number 7, Tiffinator, heading off to the Hempin in the Suites penalty box.
Absolute Chaos taking the run back from fellow jammer Ethel Murders. There's a wheel on the track.
Looks like somebody's rolling one wheel short here. So pack moves through the pivot line now. Lead Jim is going to go to Ethel Murders. Pack still in turn number 1 now as Murders going through the inside. Clears, picks up 4. And Absolute Chaos trying to get back into this now, having to reset back behind the pivot line. Meanwhile, Ethel Murders to the outside up front. 1 blocker to beat. Does pass. Scoring pass complete.
Is someone skating without a wheel? Yeah. Okay.
So that pack still hasn't really gotten past turn 2. The Jammers have, not the rest of the blockers. They just want to hang out in turn. Oh, here we go. Now we're officially kind of out of turn 2. Good tight defense, though. The Walls are setting up shop, trying to keep these Jammers at bay.
Love to see some good defense.
We do, yes, indeed. Ethel Murders through on the inside, clears, as does Absolute Chaos, but that was Chaos's initial. So 4 more points now, a 12-point jam and rolling here for Ethel Murders.
High-scoring jam so far in the game.
And Ethel Murders will call it off in turn 4. That'll close the jam out on a 12-point run for Salaam. 14. Oh, yeah, 2 more. 14, okay. Yeah, 2 more, 1 up at the end there. So your score will be, once the scoreboard reflects it, 16, 18, I got 18 to 2. Scoreboard was a little behind my brain there.
So one time I'm actually ahead of it.
We're going to have Jam and Janet and Manti sharing that jam line.
We do. This is Manti's first time jamming today for Salaam. Second time up there for Jam and Janet. And Janet trying to stretch the Salaam blockers out up front. Now everybody comes back together at the pivot line. Janet trying to go inside, but great blocking up front by Salaam, keeping that wall intact. Kaboom just laying body all over Janet in the middle there. Now almost a brace 3 wall there for a second. Meanwhile, Monty in the back still getting tangled up now. Janet is going to break through and earn lead. Monty, takes a big bump in the back of the pack deck from Yeti or not. Or Yeti or not. And trying to dig to the outside. Great blocking back here by Alaska as well. Keeping that wall sealed up. There's some really great defense here, Nines, by both of these teams. Janet takes a spill up front, trying to get around the blocks. And a star pass completed by Team Salaam Roller Derby to Kaboom. But Jam will be called off by Janet. Janet does pick up the full 4-point pass. That will extend, that will give Alaska now 6, Salaam at 18. That jam brought to you by our friends at Rydell. When every jam matters, lace up the new Solaris 2.0 from Rydell Skates. Locked in fit, explosive response, and all about durability and comfort. Solaris 2.0, built for Derby. Learn more at roller.rydellskates.com.
We're going to have Tabuli and Vix with the star for both of your teams here.
So interesting fact here. Alaska is 3 for 3 on lead jammer status, yet Salaam has the lead in the points. And now they're 4 for 4 as Vix does pick up lead jammer as well now for Alaska. And does manage to skate away with 1 point before having to call it off. Keeping Salaam off the board that jam. So it looks like our Hampton Inn & Suites penalty box is available for reservations if one would elect to skate in there. They ask you leave a positive review on Yelp on your way out.
Once again, we're going to have Peachy Mean with the star for Salaam, joined by Grieve for Alaska.
Off we go. Peachy, Grieve trying to go on the outside. Meanwhile, Peachy in the middle. Grieve's trying to just, big bump in the front. Kaboom, laying the wood. Just took out Grieve. And that allowed Peachy Mean to get back up there. Kaboom did pick up a penalty on the contact there, so will take a seat in the Hampton Inn & Suites penalty box.
Some nice offense from number 222 on Alaska. That's going to be semi-automatic.
And Alaska.
Picked up a penalty.
Yep. So Alaska now about their pivot.
I believe that was a direction.
And another penalty for Team Alaska. They'll lose another blocker to the penalty box. So their numbers are dwindling on the track right now. But they do get lead jammer as Grieve does break through for lead.
Peachy Mean not too far behind, though.
So Peachy took the cap off to break through. Does so. Now both jammers eligible to score some points here. Grieve gets low against that wall for Salaam. Meanwhile, Peachy on the outside skates right on by. 2 points rung up for Alaska. And the full 4 for Salaam. Look at the replay here, Nines. And the hit right there by taking Grieve out to the apex area in turn 1 and 2. Kaboom, very veteran player, can jam, can pivot, can block, and can also announce and coach. Multi-talented individual. Personal friend of mine, I might say, too. So hats off to Off we go. Who we got?
Ethel Murders and Vix with the star, and Ethel Murders has already made her way out as your lead jammer.
And Ethel Murders out there skating. Both jammers now free and clear as Vix has also escaped the pack. That, I believe, is that the first lead jammer status for Salaam?
Ethel Murders hitting that pack, deciding to call it off.
It's their 4th, actually. Okay. That jam ended pretty quickly, and for all that, no points.
Looks like refs are discussing how many Salaam managed to pick up.
Oh, they have 2 now. They did throw up 2. So 2 points picked up by Salaam. 24-9 is your score. And the crowd went silent. But you can hear us because we're on the live stream. We appreciate all of y'all tuning in to our live stream this weekend, wherever you may be in the Derbyverse. Thank you very much for joining us.
We're going to have Absolute Chaos and I Slam with the star for this jam. Kaboom with a big hit on that inside line, picking up a penalty.
Once again,
nice and comfy Hampton & Suites penalty box.
Sacrificing defense for a penalty. Unfortunately, with a great hit, but checking right back into that Hampton & Suites penalty box. And lead jammer is going to go to Absolute Chaos for Team Alaska. Whistle in the pack. Looks like a direction of gameplay penalty assessed to Salaam.
I Slam, star in hand, but no pivot in sight.
And Absolute Chaos through the pack, picking up the full 4 points. Pack settling in into turn 3 entrance now as Chaos takes a bump and going to have to reset back all the way back behind the block of Iran Slam. And here's your replay here. Let's see. On the contact watch, beautiful outside, just ran the lane there.
Lovely offense too.
Yeah, to hop around the block to pick up the points there. We sit at 24-13 now, almost a doubled up point differential. So, but a little bit over. 11 points is your lead now for Salaam, and they will send out Killer Claws against Vix once again, jamming for Alaska. And Vix pushing that Team Salaam wall up, breaks through, finds a gap, and does clear. Vix is going to be your lead jammer. And everybody else still hanging out on the jam line. Star pass has been completed by Salaam Roller Derby. That goes to Clea Smackia taking over jammer obligations. Although Salaam will lose Senora Poundcakes to the penalty box. As the jam comes to an end, 4 points picked up by Alaska. Nice. Nines is getting like delivery over here.
I got a chicken biscuit.
Nothing like Dad Grubhub.
Right? That's my favorite.
Fisher review going to be called here by Alaska. We're going to try to find out what that review is about, and we will let you know as soon as we do. So first official review of the game being called by either team. So looking right now at the points kind of per jam, looking here, Salaam does not have a jam where they've scored over 4 points. Yeah, one jam. They had one jam over 4 points, and that was done by Alpha Murders back on jam number 5. Yeah, that was the only jam the entire game so far where we've had over 4 points picked up on a jam. So very tight defensive work on display here in this game. Yeah, great observation, right? We're just talking about y'all, that's all. Where we're seated is right behind the benches, so we're chatting with some of our skaters here with Team Alaska. Oh. All right, our head referee, Shrimp and Roll, letting the crowd know that Alaska is looking to seek a forearm penalty during that last jam. So Shrimp and Roll will be discussing with her crew. And when they get it done, Shrimp will let everybody know, and then we'll let you guys know. We hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's check out what's going on in the chat here. Let's see. We see a bunch of people cheering for Salaam. I see some Go Tabuli, Go Bear Witch. Vamos Athena Latina. There we go. Yes, Habibi. Love a kaboom hit. I think we all love a kaboom hit. So tuning in from Hanover. Oh, awesome. Yes. We're glad to see. Let us know where y'all are watching from if you're not locally down here in the area. We love to know where you are in the Derbyverse tuning in. And once again, thank you for joining us here this weekend. Whatever days, if you've been here all weekend, you're sticking it out. We still got one more day left. So it doesn't look like Alaska's going to get it. So. All right, if you heard that over to the stream call from Shrimp and Grits, that is it. No call will stand. Alaska will lose their review for the remainder of the half. Who do we have jamming there, Nines?
All right, so we're going to have Iran Slam and Jammin' Janet with the star coming up in this next jam.
And it looks like we do have almost all 80 wheels on the track. One blocker in the box for Salaam.
Both jammers in the back of that pack, pretty strong. Iran Slam just barreling through, picking up lead jammer status.
Very nicely done there by Iran Slam to dig through that inside lane to pick up lead.
Jammin' Janet with the star pass to number 222, semi-automatic for Alaska.
And looks like Iran Slam looking for a signal from the bench to see what to do. They're going to keep going. And semi-automatic into the pack now as well. Both jammers re-engaging the pack. And I slam through for the points. Semi-automatic still stuck in the pack. Until I said that, now an inside lane opens up and both jammers have cleared for points. I slam trying to get around the edge one time, does so and calls it. So that would be an 8-point jam for Salaam. 12-point jam, sorry, for Salaam.
Four for Alaska.
Yeah, exactly. So your updated point total now, Salaam roller derby 36, Team Alaska 21, almost at the halfway point here of the first half, heading into jam 13. I feel like we've had a lot of jams here already at jam 13, right at the halfway point. So
Oh, wow.
we've had maybe a lot of shorter, like 4-0 jams, things like that. So that number creeps up on you every now and then. We have Monty with the star for Salaam, Vix jamming for Team Alaska.
And Vic's out on that outside line, becoming your lead jammer.
Yeah, Monty getting hang up there at the pivot line. Takes the cap off, looking to get an advantage here. Maybe trying to find that pivot up front, but instead just goes around. Oh, almost clears, but access denied. A courtesy of number 13, a Sugar Honey Iced Tea. And Vic's now working on a 4-0 jam, trying to get some more points here amidst the rest of the pack here in turn one. Vix is through. 4 more up for Alaska. Closing the gap a little bit more now. Only a 7-point game as we skate. Monty having a little bit of difficulty here trying to get through. Sugar Honey Iced Tea was back there doing a little bit of sticky blocker work, but now everybody moving forward a little bit more as Star has been passed by Salaam Roller. Every new jammer is going to be Chorus Lane. And jam's called off. How many points do we have there? It's like 8, I believe. Let's see, right here, watch. The outside, there's no toe stops. Monty, almost got through, but then Sugar Honey Iced Tea said no. So a 12-point jam there for Alaska. 3-point game, Nines. Who's to the jam line?
We're going to have Peachy Mean and looks like, who is that for Alaska?
That is Absolute Chaos. Thank you.
Yes.
There we go.
Now that it's up on the scoreboard.
So big jam there by Alaska to close the gap down to 3 as we skate here in jam 14.
Lovely run back from Kaboom, taking that hit on the inside.
Meanwhile, Peachy still working in the front of the pack here, trying to get a little bit of help to break that pack open from 313 Beta Blocker. And Beta doing a really good job trying to split the pack open, now having to waterfall back to the bridge to keep that pack together.
As offense from Kintz trying to help Chaos break apart this 3-wall here.
And we have a lead jammer now. It's Absolute Chaos. Pack moving through turns 1 and 2. Peachy trying to get through the outside. Oh, looks like a penalty. Track cut going to be called on Peachy Mean. To the Hampton penalty box goes the Salaam jammer. And we have a power jam here now for Team Alaska, who immediately calls it off, freezing Peachy in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. So we're going to have a power start coming up here for jam 15. That last jam brought to you by 888. Upgrade your safety with derby-driven innovation. 888.
Looks like Salaam has called a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Crash Course. Tired of second-guessing your training routine? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com to get a custom plan to increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create MVP habits. Life is a contact sport.
Win. So let's go back to our chat a little bit here and see what the word is. We see watching from Washington State. I was raised in Alaska, and I know several skaters on Salaam. So you got a lot of skin in this game. Dora Barreño 6888. So you're having a good time no matter who wins. You just yay roller derbying at this point, right? Yay derby.
Yes.
Which I'm always yay derby. I just want to have a good game. I want everybody to have fun.
You know, me too, PR.
We always want everybody to have fun and just enjoy yourselves.
It's one of the greatest things about this sport. Most of the time, everybody's just having a good time.
Exactly. That's why one of the many things I love about roller derby. We're out here having a good time. Just some of us are out here hitting each other. Some of us out here telling you shouldn't be hitting each other. Things like that. And some of us are out here talking about you hitting other people. That's our job.
This is now a 1-point game. I didn't even realize until just a second ago.
Yeah, that 4-point gem from Alaska actually flipped the script a little bit. So if you have a beverage, imbibe, because we have a lead change.
We're going to have Vix with the star for this power jam for Alaska. Peachy Mean still taking a seat in that Hampton and Sweets penalty box. Vix through on the front, completing initial, becoming your lead jammer.
Vix really tested out her teammate's jersey strength a little while ago. That shirt whip was a little tight, but they were able to use that momentum to swipe through the pack and pick up that lead status.
Vix coming around for some points, hitting this outside line with a little bit of offense from Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Getting caught up in this Salaam defense.
So still enjoying that power start situation now as Peachy Mean back into the fray now for Salaam. Vix able to break through, does pick up the 4-point pass.
Big tumble here in the middle of the track from Salaam Pivot, who has taken a star pass, if I'm not mistaken.
Ethel Murders now will take over as the jammer. So everybody's still hanging out right there on the back stretch. Far away from us over here in turn number 1 pivot line area. Vix does complete the 4-point pass, giving 8 points now for Team Alaska. Moving through turn number 4 now. Oh, Ethel Murders.
From Alaska.
Yes.
Ethel Murders to that outside line.
And Ethel Murders is going to reset back in turn 3. Meanwhile, here comes Vix, but also here comes a Salaam defense, trying to just shut down Vix's forward momentum, but had to let her go that time.
Attempted apex jump from Ethel Murders, not successful, but still beautiful nonetheless.
Vix picks up a track cut right there at the very end of that interaction with Clea Smakia. So a power jam now for Salaam.
And for Ethel Murders.
And that means we're also going to have a full 2-minute jam because we don't have no lead jammer anymore. Ethel Murders leaning in, now leaning to the outside, able to clear. Oh, not really. I spoke too soon.
I believe that was Athena Latina.
That was Athena Latina with the hit out of bounds to stop that forward momentum and to call that jam off. Here's your replay. Watch right here as Ethel Murders tries to go outside, thinks, hey, I have everything going on, and here comes Athena Latina saying, no,
Beautiful hip check.
you shall not pass.
And Alaska has called a team timeout.
And that's going to be a crash course timeout, Nines.
Yes, it is PR. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com for a custom plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by an experienced team of certified professional trainers who are also experienced roller derby skaters. Life is a contact sport.
Win. Thank you, Chrissy Crash. Also want to thank some more of our group sponsors here. Our crew level sponsors, Synergy Bank, Bont, Smart Move Real Estate, and Walk-Ons Bar and Bistro. Also our crowd level sponsors, DDG, which is Duplantis Design Group, Bruce Boutique, Roll One, Collective M Sports, Plus Signs, and Derby Girl Designs. And like I planned it, swoopy whistle right when I'm done talking. It's like I've done this a time or two before.
Spoken into existence.
It shall be done. This is the way. All right, power start here for Salaam Roller Derby.
Deciding to put out I Ran, I Slam. Lovely choice.
Vic starting off in the Hampton and Sweets penalty box.
I Ran, I Slam with a juke to the outside, juke to the inside, becoming your lead jammer. Vic's released from the box, like PR said, hitting that outside line, completing initial passes. I Ran, I Slam comes around to score some points for Salaam.
Pack strolling through now, heading toward turn number 3. Whistle blows in the pack. Looks like a destruction penalty, I believe.
I Ran, I Slam, not quite hitting that apex jump, deciding to call it off.
Does get 2 points, yeah.
2 points for Salaam.
Look at the replay on this start right here. If I ran, I slam. Cruising through, ducks to the middle of the pack, and then just shifts to the inside, hips forward, earning that lead jammer designation. Very well done by I Slam. So we're lining up here for Jam 17. Who do we have at the jam line, Nines?
We're going to have Kitty Claus and looks like Jam and Janet sharing that jam line with the star.
We haven't seen Janet jam in a little bit, so back now in that rotation as she takes a spill in the middle of the pack, working toward the front on that Salaam wall.
A little bit of offense from Sugar Honey Iced Tea, doing a great job of breaking up that Salaam tripod.
Salaam, great job though, reforming it very quickly in front of Jam and Janet, and now the drawback by Kaboom. And at the same time, Kitty Claus gets knocked out of bounds courtesy of the Alaska defense. Body is hitting the ground everywhere here. Once again, another drawback on Kitty Claus. We've seen some really good wall work here by both of these teams early on in the first half.
I agree. Jam and Janet find a little bit of help on that inside line, makes her way out and is your lead jammer, but Kitty Claus not too far behind.
Kitty Claus hot on Janet's wheels, trying to catch back up here as pack starts to move. Janet looking for some points now. Oh, and the outside gets bumped. Gonna call it from the outfield. That was an Kaboom trademark hit right there. So 2-2 jam. So that'll give us a back to an 11-point differential in favor of Alaska. So we're setting up for jam number 18 here in a very exciting, very, very closely matched first half. Nines. Who we have jamming?
We're going to have Absolute Chaos and I Slam with the star for both of these teams. I Slam just barreling through this Alaska defense, pushing them all the way up past the pivot line, making their way around that outside line, becoming your lead jammer. Absolute Chaos fighting her way through the back of this Salaam defense. We have a star pass here to number 359 on Alaska. Is that 369?
That's going to be
222.
222. Semi-automatic once again taking over as the jammer.
I can't see.
But I Slam right behind semi-auto. And looks to get around. Both jammers re-engage the pack. I Slam gets a little bit of an advantage. Ducks to the inside and clears for 4 points. That was very nicely done. Great footwork there by I Slam. Meanwhile, semi-auto through. Also 4 points for Alaska. Here comes I Slam again, engaging now to the inside. Gets a little bit of a clear out block there. Calls it. Additional 2 points picked up by Salaam on that pass. 10 in total for them. Now we're back to a 5-point game. Team Alaska 55, Salaam a little bit with 50. Want to thank Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, where c'est bon means bon appetit. Discover our Cajun lifestyle at lacajunbayou.com. They've been a great sponsor for Y'all Stars all 4 years. We love having them. They are a great cultural tourism mecca here in the Bayou region. So check them out if you ever get down here. If you're planning a trip, they can help you plan your trip out and give you all the great sights to see.
So Grieve and Ethel Murders with the star in this game. Both jammers caught up in defense.
Once again, these walls have been doing really good work here, but Vic's able to scoot around the outside, find that open seam in the outside lane, and pick up a lead.
Ethel Murders, star in hand, looking for a pass to Kaboom. Great work by Alaska defense, just keeping the pivot away from the jammer.
Meanwhile, Vic's able to take the inside lane this time and clear for 4 points.
And Kaboom picks up that star pass and is now your jammer for Salaam.
Pack awaiting now in turn 3 as here comes Vix. Tries to go inside, gets a little bit of a stop right there and just calls it as Kaboom is coming up hot.
Taking a little tumble in the bench.
And looks like a 7-point jam in total picked up by Alaska, keeping Salaam off the board there. 62-50 now, 12-point lead. Closing in on 4.5 to go till halftime. Who do we have out there jamming this time, Nines?
All right, so we're going to have Absolute Chaos for Alaska with the star and Kitty Claus with the star for Salaam.
And it looks
Absolute
like
Chaos on that inside line is your lead jammer.
Very nicely done by Absolute Chaos to truck through that line there and pick up lead.
Star pass on Salaam to number
So that's clear Smakia for Salaam.
16.
All four blockers up there. We're keying in for a second now. One drops back to Bridge. And also to kind of help wall bust a little bit. That is Athena Latina. And Cleo Smakia is still stuck behind the Alaska defense. Meanwhile, here comes Absolute Chaos, dragging the foot behind to stay in bounds there. 4-point pickup. Getting the direction from coach to keep running it. Cleo Smakia able to finally clear for the initial.
Star pass to
All right, jam is done. Let's see our replay here. Let's see what went on here. Oh, nice edged out block right there, but Absolute Chaos able to slide through, barely avoid the block to the inside lane to get through. Want to thank Evie once again and Twinkle Toes over there working our stream today for this game, for giving us the awesome replays and all the angles you're seeing here during this game and all weekend long.
We're going to have Vix and I Slam with the star for this next jam coming up. Vix almost taking that outside line, taking a hit from the outside from Kaboom. Taking the recycle. I Slam with one left to beat the front of the pack. Completing initial, becoming your lead jammer.
Slam and Nova were just beating and banging up there, trying to see who was going to get out of that. And eventually, Slam claimed the victory and got through for lead jammer.
And Vix around on that outside line, completing initial pass, hopefully coming around to score for Alaska.
And through the outside, there we go. Nova up there trying to get through, but instead, Slam says, I'm going to call it.
And looks like Salaam has called an official review.
And we're going to be a stoppage here. It'll be a crash course stoppage here. So let's talk about our friend Chrissy Crash and Crash Course. Do you want to feel more confident when you step onto the track? I know I always do, even though when we escape, but still, you know. Visit crashcourseroller.com, crashcourseroller.com. That is crash with a K, for a custom plan to increase agility, level up your laterals, and be the skater that everyone wants in their pack. Life is a contact sport. Win.
Hope you're saying it with us at home.
This has been a really clean game.
It has been,
We've only had 2 jammer penalties,
wow.
and those both resulted in jammer starts.
Wow. So looking over our stats right now, Carmen Slam Diego giving me some really good information. We've only had 2 jammer penalties so far in this game.
Both carried over to the
Yep. Both carried over to the next jam to create a power start situation. So yeah. So the jammer work, we've seen a lot of tough defense, and usually that kind of ends up resulting in defensive penalties. You see a lot of like multiplayers, forearms, things like that. Now look at our penalty board here. Thank you very much, Evie and Twinkle Toes, for giving us that. So the review is Salaam trying to seek a forearm penalty here. So we're going to figure out what comes from that. Shrimp and Roll discussing that with her crew. So it looks like Shrimp's going back to deliver the results to the captains and coaches. We'll let you know the result as soon as we get it from Shrimp. There we go.
So thanks to our lovely Shrimp and Roll head ref with the mic here. So no call will stand on that official review, and Salaam will be losing their official review for the half.
So we're gonna line back up here. Jam number 22 of the first half. We've been rocking and rolling here, Nines. A lot of jams right here.
Absolutely.
Closing in on 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So we're getting close to the end of the first half here. And Team Alaska with a nice 69. Salaam with 54. Off we go with Jamin, Janet, and Monty are your jammers. And Monty trying to go to the outside. Janet kind of hung up in the back of the pack here. And Manti pushing the Alaska defense.
Great work by Manti.
Yes. Trying to stretch out. Now there's a bridge between the two mini packs now. credit the Alaska defense, but also credit Manatee because neither one is giving any ground here. They are trying. And finally, Manatee breaks through. Does earn lead.
Still taking a hit on that inside line.
Wow.
Taking a recycle.
That was a tough earned lead jammer designation there for Monty.
And still no points yet.
Meanwhile, here comes Jam and Janet as both jammers now officially free and clear of the pack. And Mantee's going to go ahead and just call it right there as Janet got ahead. So we'll have a double donut jam, so our score will remain 69 versus 54. Alaska on top. So looking at some more stats here, lead jammer numbers so far as we skate. Alaska with 13, Salaam with 9. So not too far away from each other as far as picking up lead jammer designation. Who do we have jamming right now, Nines?
That's going to be Absolute Chaos and I Slam. Absolute Chaos taking the recycle on the inside to the back of the pack. I Slam with one left to beat in the front, makes her way out as your lead jammer. Absolute Chaos with the star pass, number 6'9", Nova on Alaska.
I think that's Nova's first time taking the star, I believe, in the half.
I think so too.
So we'll see what Nova can do here as the jammer of record for Alaska now. And taking a spill to the inside, I Slam going to call it from the infield. Does get 1 point. No, 3 points for Salaam, 1 for Alaska, and a team timeout being called by Salaam.
This timeout, once again, is brought to you by Crash Course. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com for a custom plan with roller derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by an experienced team of certified professional trainers who are also experienced roller derby skaters. Life is a contact sport.
Win.
Win.
Sorry, I was doing THA stuff. So we are going to line up here for Jam 24 coming out of the team timeout, which we're still in until that whistle just happened. Now we're not anymore. 70-57, Alaska with the lead over Salaam Roller Derby. Again, we are in consolation bracket action here in the main division.
Kaboom with the star for Salaam, which I believe is the first time Kaboom has donned the star at the beginning of the jam. Joined by Vix with the star for Alaska. Kaboom at the front of the pack with one left to beat. And is out. Kaboom is your lead jammer.
Has taken the star earlier in the game, and now first time starting off the line as jammer, picking up lead there. Both jammers out there, both now scoring eligible as Vix does complete the initial pass. And looking for a little bit of help, going to go ahead and call it instead as Vix comes through. Vix does get 1 point out of it. Gets 2. Here's our replay. And watch right there. Big hit just going through the front of that pack there for Kaboom.
And big jersey whip in the back of the pack from Sugar Honey Iced Tea and Vix.
And that gives us halftime. We're really at halftime. This was a very fun first half. Hope you're enjoying it. Our halftime score, Team Alaska 71, Salaam Roller Derby 59. So a lot of good defensive play in that first half. A lot of good, really strong jammer work as well, Nines.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to take a little break here. We're going to come back, do some stat adding up here from our friend Carmen Diego. We're going to come back with our second half. So come back in a minute, watch a little bit of a track open here, and we'll be back for our second half in a little bit.
Can you see me? I'm waiting to be discovered. Meet me where the untraditional is traditional. Dare to go bold? Come find me in Louisiana's Cajun Bayou.
Here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job: to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Inquiry number 80393, company is Seba Guide.
And we're back. Welcome back to our second half of this game right here. Currently going at game number 20, day number 3 of Y'all Stars 2026. I'm P. Armageddon.
And I'm 9.
And we're have our game right here between Team Alaska and Salaam Roller Derby. At the half, Alaska with a 71-59 lead. Thanks to our awesome producer, Carmen Slam Diego. We're going to talk about some statistics, and on the board, you will see them right now. Lead jams going off here, very evenly matched. 13 for Alaska, 11 for Salaam.
And 2 star passes on Alaska and 4 on Salaam.
And power jams are even at 1 apiece, so we've had very few, only 2 jammer penalties the entire first half. That's pretty good for the jammers, staying clean right there, you know?
And highest scoring jam, only a 2-point difference there, with 12 for Alaska and 14 for Salaam.
And then number of penalties overall, 1 more for Salaam than Alaska, 6-5. So again, close game on the scoreboard, close game in the stats as well.
And clean game as well, very few penalties.
Yep. And here's our penalty board right here. You can see in front of us for Salaam, nobody with over 2, only 6 in total there. And then 4 for Alaska, and they're spread out all across the board, 1 apiece. So very clean game. For a defensive game like this where the wall work has been very tight and very sticky, to not have a lot of multiplayer blocks or direction of gameplay or forearms is a very, very telling sign that these defenses are working. They know what to do. They're not making those mental mistakes while they're in the pack trying to keep walls together, which shows in the gameplay and shows in the closeness of the score here. So I'll just thank one of our great sponsors, Acadian Ambulance. They're proud to support the community and provide medical standby service for Y'all Stars. If you're interested in a career in EMS and you're in the Louisiana area, because Acadian's actually in a lot of spots all over Louisiana, you can visit their National EMS Academy, because they're also in other spots too, at becomeamedic.com. Acadian urges everyone to drive safely and don't text and drive. Please don't text and drive. When you're on the road behind the wheel, your focus is driving that car and getting you and anybody in that car from point A to point B. So please don't do anything else and drive. Just drive.
Just drive.
Off we go. Jam number 1 rolling. Vix with the star for Alaska. I Slam jamming for Salaam. And there's I Slam picking up lead to start off the second half.
Vix taking a big hit to the outside from Foxy Cleo smack ya. No Foxy. Apologies.
Vix, once again a victim of Boom Kaboom, got knocked out and then had to reset. Salaam losing a blocker to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Meanwhile, I Slam clears for 4 points.
Alaska losing a blocker to our Hampton Inn Suites penalty box as I Slam comes around to get some points for Salaam.
So they lose Sugar Honey Iced Tea. So a blocker apiece in the box.
Vix out off of initial.
Vix kind of threw a look over to the bench like, oh, I got through that. So we all kind of feel that at some point, especially when you're taking a hit from somebody like Kaboom. Jam is done. 8-point jam for Salaam, tightening it up now to a 4-point game, 67-71, Alaska in front. Salaam will send Ethel Murders out there to jam against absolute chaos for Alaska.
Interesting setup here with Kaboom in the front, possibly looking for some offense.
And Ethel Murders trying to reach that front status as well, but everybody kind of congregates in the inside line for a second. And now Ethel Murders sledding against that defense, getting some help to bust the wall over from Queen of Crucia. And Murders going to have to get back in there, and Queen trying to once again help clear that wall out, but Alaska keeping it steady. And a reset there in absolute chaos, getting back behind now the Salaam defense. And here we go again. Second, fifth, sixth, 18th verse, same as the first. Defense, defense, defense. Oh, Kaboom with the edge out block on absolute chaos.
Ethel Murders was looking for a little bit of help there from Queen of Crucia, but both of them hit to the outside and recycled ultimately.
And absolute chaos able to escape the pack is lead jammer.
Ethel Murders taking a little bit of a love tap to the inside from Sugar Honey Iced Tea with the recycle.
As the pack settles in now, here comes absolute chaos on the outside edge, trying to use that toe stop work for a second.
We have a star pass on Salaam to Kaboom, but Ethel Murders with the call off.
So 3 points picked up by Alaska, nothing for Salaam on that one. So
yes.
Now up to a 7-point lead, 74-67 Alaska on top. They will send Jam and Janet out to the jam line this time for Jam 3. I've said jam a lot right there. And looks like, I believe that is Kitty Claus for, I can't see from my angle, that's Kitty Claus for Salaam. When the jammers get low, the jam line, it's kind of hard to see for a second who it is.
Yeah, interesting angle for numbers over here. But Jam and Janet fighting the Salaam defense, taking the recycle from number 1-5, that's Cora Slane.
Pat kind of congregated right here at the pivot line right in front of us and in front of the Salaam bench.
Some lovely one-on-one blocking from Cora Slane in the back of this pack here. Finding a little bit of help from Tabuli and fellow, defensive Salaam players.
Yeah, it looks like Kitty Claus trying to work through the front of that pack, but getting some resistance there courtesy of Tiffinator. And everybody still now moving through turns number 1 and 2. And on the drawback now, Sugar Honey Iced Tea bringing Kitty Claus back to turn 1. And again, defenses are just clamping down here. Whistles blow, though. A forearm going to get picked up. Oh, on Kitty Claus to the penalty box. Kitty Claus takes the check in at Hampton Inn. Power jam and now lead jammer for Jam and Janet. Again, I say jam a lot right there. It's becoming my favorite word of the day, apparently. So power jam now for Alaska. Jam and Janet pushing up front, trying to break through now with Kitty Claus in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Going to go ahead and call it, freezing Kitty in the box, in the litter box. So power start here for Alaska this time around. And we had a double donut jam there, Nines.
Yes, we do. First of the second half so
yeah.
far.
So that'll going to kind of establish a theme here. I don't know. The way defense is going, they're being kind of stingy. They did get 3 to Alaska at the end there. That was a last-minute point throw up there. So 10-point lead for Alaska on the power start now with Vix's jammer. Oh, wow, another shirt whip.
Big jersey whip from
wow.
number 9 for Squasha.
Alaska is testing their jersey strength a lot in this game. Vix does pick up lead. Kitty Claus now released from the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
A big hit to the inside from Nova.
Early check out there. And Vix out front does make the pass for 4 points. Meanwhile, in the back of the pack, Kitty Claus trying to reach Kaboom and does for the star pass. Kaboom hop, skip, and a skate out of that pack for the initial. And Vic says, I'll score 4 points and I'm going to stop this. So Alaska maintaining their lead now on an 8-point pass, 85-67.
And we're going to have Absolute Chaos and Iran Eye Slam with the star coming up.
We will. Want to thank our bonus sponsors. A little bonus throw in here from some of our friends at the station in New Orleans. Derby Beast, Urban Apothecary, Elliot Spanky Day running for Lafourche Parish President. We are off and rolling here. Oh, Absolute Chaos takes a spill courtesy of Clea Smackia right at the turn 1 entrance, but everybody back up and moving. Meanwhile, we have a lead jammer 9s. That is
Iran Eye Slam.
Yep.
Had a big tumble in the back of the pack there, but made it out through that outside line to become lead jammer.
And Iran Eye Slam.
Star pass to Nova on Team Alaska.
Iran Eye Slam trying to stay on the inside lane. Can't quite keep it in bounds. Going to reset quickly. Now swoops around the outside to complete the scoring pass. Nova now looking to get through. Has not put the cap on yet. Getting hung up at the front of the pack. Now able to escape and finally breathe a little bit of fresh air.
Completing initial pass. Iran Eye Slam through for another 4 for Salaam.
And is content to keep going because the bench is telling Iran Eye Slam to keep it moving.
Trying to close this point spread here.
Iran Eye Slam breaks to the pack for another scoring pass. Salaam trying to make up ground here. 12-point jam and rolling.
Only 6 points until Salaam ties up with Alaska. Maybe we'll have another lead change here soon. Who knows?
Nova able to spin through the pack for the scoring pass, but Iran Eye Slam through as well as, a little bump from Nova. Just barely knocks Iran Eye Slam off balance enough to knock to the ground and calls the call off. 4-point pickup for Alaska on the vest. Here we go with the replay. Watch right here.
Beautiful.
Oh, big hit from Clea Smackia right at the beginning of the jam that just tumbled Absolute Chaos. Team timeout called by Alaska. A crash course team timeout 9s, if you will.
Tired of second-guessing your training routine? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com to get a custom plan to increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create MVP habits. Life is a contact sport.
Win. That was the highest scoring jam so far in the game. 16-point jam for Salaam. So we're here setting records and stuff. Thank you very much, Carmen Slambiego, our producer extraordinaire.
And a special thanks to another one of our sponsors, Acadian Ambulance Service is proud to support the community and provide medical standby service for the All-Stars tournament. If you're interested in a career in EMS, visit Acadian's National EMS Academy website at becomeamedic.com. Acadian urges everyone to drive safely and don't text and drive.
And just like that, swoopy whistle means Derby is imminent. And it looks like we will be starting with a complete vacancy in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. It may not end that way, but we will start that way. I can guarantee that.
We're going to have Vix and Ethel Murders sharing this jam line coming up.
So all 80 wheels on the track as we blow the whistle on jam number 6.
We were missing wheels a couple times.
We did miss a wheel at one point. But everybody should be fully stocked up now.
And Vix with one left to beat through on initial has become your lead jammer. Ethel Murders fighting through the back of this pack in this Alaska defense, taking a little bit of a hit to the inside from Alaska pivot. That's going to be number 0, Athena Latina.
And Vix with another shirt whip there, this time off of Tiffinator to get off to that forward spot, but now meeting up with Kaboom. That's around the outside of the Salaam defense for 4 points.
Sugar and iced tea with the recycle on Ethel Murders. Long recycle to the very back of the pack.
Vix tries to go outside again, now ducks to the inside, meets up with the Salaam defense, slices through the middle that time, all different places trying to break through that pack. Got the 4 points, star pass by Salaam to Kaboom. And that jam's going to come to an end. Points discussion here in the infield for, I believe, Alaska. Nothing for Salaam on that pass.
Here's that replay.
Let's see right here. Keeping it in bounds, nicely done.
Lovely toe stop work.
Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a nothing jam here. Oh, no, 8-point for that pass. 8-point jam for Alaska. So nothing on that last pass for them. Now 97-83. So Alaska just kind of keeping that 10 to like 15-point differential alive here.
But this is absolutely still anyone's game.
Oh, of course. Moving into Jam 7 now, we have Kitty Claws for Salaam. Absolute Chaos for Alaska. That's your jammer matchup. And the whistle's in the pack. Oh, we may have having a power jam come up, I believe. I think it might be a jammer penalty. They may have not heard it. Let's see. There it is, jam. It's going to be a penalty on Absolute Chaos. Didn't see the hand signal. It looks like it's going to be a track cut. So power jam here for Salaam. Kitty Claws, the only jammer on track now. And Kitty Claws, hung up in the infield now.
Inside, yep.
And,
the call-off signal from the bench in front of us.
I think finally gets the cue. It's kind of loud in here, so finally gets the cue to call. No, you're good. No, it's loud for y'all. 4-point total jam there for Salaam, but more importantly, I guess in the moment is that they're going to get a power start here. They will send Iran Slam, I believe, out there on the power start as Chaos will be starting in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. So opportunity here for Salaam.
Yes, if all goes well, this could be what Salaam needs to turn the tides here with only 10-point difference.
Yep. In games like that, when they got tight, one power start, power jam could be the difference here. Lead jammer quickly established there for Iran Slam.
And Absolute Chaos is out of our Hampton Suites penalty box, back into the fray.
Meanwhile, Iran Slam up front, quickly trying to break through that Alaska defense. Almost got through on one skate, didn't quite hit it. Start pass from Alaska now. Nova taking over as the jammer. And Alaska really good defense trying to keep Iran Slam at bay, but they had to break apart for a second there, and that allowed Iran Slam to break through.
4 points for Salaam. Now a 6-point difference in this game.
Nova trying to go inside. Door gets shut. Iran Slam now also edging through the inside to middle area of the track. And remember, Iran Slam does have the lead jammer designation. Both jammers do escape the pack. That was the initial pass for Nova.
And Iran Slam deciding to call it, making this a 2-point game, 95-97. And
wow.
Here's the replay.
You can see, look at that pass right there. Nova picking it up. Takes the bump from Kaboom going out of bounds right there, but did get the star before being ever so gently escorted to the outfield. Just a gentle tap. That's all it was.
Very polite. Love tap.
Love tap. That's what we do here. Ethel Murders wearing the star for Salaam. That is going to be Vix, I believe, jamming us again for Alaska.
Ethel Murders trying to take that inside line, finding a little bit of trouble. But meanwhile, Vix has made her way out as your lead jammer. And Ethel Murders has picked up a cut track penalty, so this will now be a power jam for Alaska.
So Alaska, now this pack moving pretty quickly now as Vix working for some points. Going to call it instead, though. Let's see. It looks like waiting for any points. 2 points picked up by Vix. But again, we're going to have another power start here, this time for Alaska.
And this is now a 4-point game.
And it looks like Alaska will be sending out Absolute Chaos to toe the line on the power start, as the Ethel Murders will be beginning with a comfy stay in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Turn down service, continental breakfast, laundry service, and a pool. We didn't tell you all about the pool, did we? Off we go. Absolute Chaos to the outside, clears lead jammer. Blocker setting up camp at the pivot line. And pretty easy pass through there for Chaos, picking up the points there.
Just going to comment on this is one of my favorite strategies that Alaska's defense was doing here is it's called goading, keeping one of the blockers in the back of the pack, normally one of the more scary blockers to stop them from doing anything to your jammer or distract them from focusing on the jammer.
There are times I like to be called the GOAT, but it's not when I'm on a derby track being hung up by the opposing blockers. Yeah, see, they think you're the GOAT, so they want to keep you back there to hang out with them. That's all it is.
They're stopping you because they're afraid.
4-point pickup there for Absolute Chaos. 8 points as we roll. Star pass completed to Cleosmakia for Salaam. And Absolute Chaos takes a bump in the back of the pack there, courtesy of a Bear Witch Project. But now Cleosmakia threw on the inside for the initial, but jam is called. So it'll be a 12-point jam in total for Alaska. They are over the century mark now, 111 to 95. Well, there you go. They did that just for you, Nines.
Lucky number.
Your name is Nines, but your lucky number is 111?
Yeah, it's a long story.
I mean, everybody's got a reason, so that's cool, you know.
Niche Star Wars reference, if anyone in the chat is going to get that. It's a Stormtrooper.
Ah, there you go.
So we have Peachy Mean and Vix with the star. Peachy Mean, looks like that is actually I Slam with the star for Salaam. Out in the front is your lead jammer coming around to score for Salaam.
Vix also completed the initial pass, so both jammers scoring eligible. Oh, I Slam tried to call it from the infield, but could not because a penalty was picked up. A forearm call, yes. Power jam for Alaska. Here comes Vix, setting up the offense. Another shirt whip there. So Alaska is enjoying those jersey whip opportunities.
I need to find what brand they get their jerseys from.
Yeah, they must really trust those brands because right through the pack there, another scoring pass. 4 points on the board there for Vix. So still well within striking distance scoring-wise, though, but these power jam opportunities could change the tide for either team if they keep stacking up like this. So Vix threw for another 4-point pass, widening the lead now. 12-point jam now for Alaska. And one more time around, almost for Vix. Gets a little hung up there, able to complete though. So I think that ties our highest scoring jam of the game so far.
I Slam has been released from our company Hampton and Sweets penalty box. Back into the fray, onto the track, into the pack. Another jersey whip from Vix on that inside line.
Hashtag jersey whip.
Kaboom with the hit on the outside line, bringing Vix all the way back.
Meanwhile, I Slam edges the outside, does clear the pack, picks up the 4 points. We will go the full 2 minutes here.
Some lovely control from Florida Lethal, trying to slow down Vix at the end of the jam as I Slam decides to make the call off.
So a big jam, 20-point jam for Alaska. That's going to be our highest scoring jam of the game. Meanwhile, 3 points picked up in the last pass for Salaam, but an official review is going to be called by Alaska. That's going to be a stoppage. What kind of stoppage do we have here, Nines?
It's a crash course timeout.
So let's talk about our crash course timeout. What about ChrissyCrash.com?
Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com for a custom plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by an experienced team of certified professional trainers who are also experienced roller derby skaters. Life is a contact sport. Win.
So the huddle's still in the infield over there. But it looks like teams had been informed, so we're about to hear from Shrimp and Roll about what the review is concerning. Oh, it looks like it's maybe a point correction, possibly, but we'll see. Shrimp did not give us the cue, so. Okay. Apparently we're done. We're moving into an official timeout now. I saw a signal for official timeout. So let's see. Oh, never mind. We're done.
We are back.
So, oh, it was changed to a timeout, I believe. Yeah, it was changed to a team timeout. That's what happened. Haha! I did the legwork on that one while still sitting in my seat. Alaska got changed over to a team timeout instead of the review, so they maintained their review. But here we go in jam number 12. Who do we have past the line jamming?
Yeah, we're going to have number 19 Peachy Bean for Salaam with Jammin' Janet with the star for Alaska. And speaking of Jammin' Janet, she's out in the front of the pack and is your lead jammer coming around to score for Alaska. Peachy Bean still finding a bit of trouble in the back of the pack against this Alaska defense. Jammin' Janet hitting that inside line.
Ooh. Looks like Peachy tried to pass the star off for a split second, but then decided not to. Chorus Lane was waiting for it and decided not to and kept out to it. But now, good thing that she did, because there's a penalty against Jammin' Janet. That's going to give a power jam now to Salaam. But now everybody's hanging out in the 1-2 apex. As, the star has been passed to Chorus Lane. So we will not have a lead jam, and we will have another full 2-minute jam here, Nines.
Mm-hmm. And with only a minute left.
You get your full money's worth in this jam.
Chorus Lane coming around for some points, hitting the front of the pack.
This is Chorus Lane's first time taking the star in the game, I believe, so going to see what can be done with it on this time. Meanwhile, Jammin' Janet has been released. Check out what's successful. She dropped her little key card in the box and skidded her way out of the penalty box. Hampton Inn and Suites.
Very slow-moving pack here.
And Chorus Lane.
Peachy Bean out on that inside line,
Yep.
line with a little bit of a twirl, picking up 4 points for Salaam. We have a star pass on
We
Team
do.
Alaska.
That is Tiffinator taking over as the jammer. Oh, big hit. Clea smack you with the shoulder block. Almost cano burner-ish there on Tiffinator, forcing Tiff to go back into the turn 3-4 area. That was Tiff's first time taking the star in the game. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize on it. Let's see the replay right here. And watch on the edge as 1 foot keeping it in bounds after taking the star there for Chorus Lane. Nicely done. Thank you once again to Evie and Twinkle Toes giving us our replay over there. Oh, I see we have Smack's running camera now. So, hey, Smack, didn't see you step in there. I didn't see you step in there.
And we have an official timeout brought to you once again by Crash Course.
Tell us about Crash Course, please, if you will, Nines.
Want to feel more confident when you step on the track? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com for a custom plan to increase agility, level up your laterals, and be the skater that everyone wants in their pack. Life is a contact sport. Win.
Get a little closer to your mic.
Sorry. So this timeout is brought to you by Crash Course. Want to feel more confident when you step on the track? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com for a custom plan to increase agility, level up your laterals, and be the skater that everyone wants in their pack. Life is a contact sport. Win.
We just wanted to make sure that we were here and everything and telling y'all about Crash Course because they're an amazing sponsor here for us this weekend at Y'all Stars. Off we go with jam number 13, Absolute Chaos. But Kitty Claus actually got out first, so lead jam are going to go to Salaam.
Absolute Chaos out completing initial. Kitty Claus coming around to score for Salaam.
Kitty Claus slicing through the middle of the pack and picks up 4 points and calls it as Absolute Chaos was coming up to the back of that pack. So Salaam keeping it to a 4-0 jam, 133 to 112. We're under 9 minutes to go in the game now, so clock starting to become a little bit of an enemy, but this is still not anywhere near out of range here for Salaam. This is still a very much close-knit game.
Absolutely.
And the way these teams are playing defense back and forth, and then when these jammers are able to kind of find the smallest of little gaps to get through, that can be eliminated very quickly.
We're going to have Vix and Ethel Murders sharing the jam line for this next jam coming up.
So look at that lead jammer status. Alaska with 7 to this point. Salaam with 6. So very evenly matched on the lead jammer stat eye. Power jam. Oh, no, power jam. A penalty picked up by Nova, the pivot for Alaska. Meanwhile, Ethel Murders knocked to the inside. Going to reset back behind Sugar Honey Iced Tea. And Vic's just leaning in on that Salaam defense, trying to find any kind of egress. Meanwhile, there goes Ethel Murders, picking up lead jammer. Now we're even, yeah, 7-7 on lead jammer stat eye. Thank you very much, Carmen. Pack still in that turn 4 entrance vicinity, but Ethel Murders says, I don't want to be here. I want to be coming around, picking up points, and she does. Oh, little spill there, but Vic's able to break through with the cap off.
Ethel Murders through on that inside line, picking up 4 points for Salaam. And the call off from Ethel Murders.
And now we sit on a 13-point differential. Let's look at our replay. Watch, if you will, the front of the pack here as Ethel Murders leaning on the front, pushing through, takes a spill to the infield. Nice block up front by Sugar Honey Iced Tea to force the reset. Official timeout is called. That is once again a crash course stoppage. I'll take this one. If you want to feel more confident when you step in on the track, visit crashcourserollerderby.com. That is crash with a K for a custom plan to increase agility, level up your laterals, and be the skater that everyone wants in their pack. Life is a contact sport. Win. To be fair, I'm not a singer, but to be fair, I'm not a singer. To be fair. If you get that, that's what I like about you.
And we have Absolute Chaos through in the front of the pack with lead jammer status. Meanwhile, Slam caught in the back of the pack looking for a pass to Kaboom, which is successful. Kaboom out completing initial, coming around to score for Salaam. Absolute Chaos hitting this pack for some points for Alaska. Through on that inside line with the call off. Quick 4-point jam for Alaska.
Very smart track awareness by Absolute Chaos.
Absolutely.
Took the block and the edge right there. Got knocked a little off balance, saw coming up, and immediately, once regaining the balance, immediately called it off and stopped from picking up any points.
That is some of the most impressive work, is the track awareness of some of these skaters. Is one of the hardest things about this sport, is knowing where everything is, and most importantly, knowing where you are.
And also a great clear-out block there from Yeti You're Not from Alaska to help kind of open up the lane there, too, for Absolute Chaos. So great just overall blocking and awareness by the jammer. Off we go here with Jam 16, Killer Kitty Claws for Salaam Roller Derby. Jam and Janet with the star for Alaska. Kitty Claws skates through first and will be lead. Janet with a nice hip whip around Nova to get to the front of the pack quickly. Oh, Nova with a nice edge block on Kitty Claws, forcing the reset. And the slog up front now is Janet leaning in on that braced wall, trying to get out of that sad place.
And Nova once again with the recycle.
Nova doing a great job just sticking with Kitty Claws on this blocking here. And meanwhile, Janet still up there trying to get some help to free that wall up. Sugar Honey Iced Tea trying to free the jammer up. But the jammer that got freed up at this point initially was Kitty Claws, who breaks through for 4 points. But there goes Nova on the star pass, taking over jammer obligations for Alaska. Yeah. And Kitty Claws through the outside, going to call it off in the corner. Nothing for Alaska, 2 for Salaam. 6 total on the jam. So we're up to a 11-point game. We're still in that. We've hung around that 10 to 15-point differential for a very long time. I know, right? Team timeout going to be called here by Alaska. That, I believe, is their last timeout. They have their official review left if they want to use it. Meanwhile, Salaam still with 1 timeout and their OR as well. Oh, no, now it's an official timeout, I believe. Oh, no, it's team timeout, but the clock is official timeout. So that will lead us to, of course, another lovely crash course team timeout. So crash course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit crashcourserollerderby.com, that's crash with a K, for a custom plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by an experienced team of certified personal trainers who are also experienced roller derby skaters. Life is a contact sport. Win. I had to I almost lost my breath on that one. That's a long sentence.
Yes, it
It's a lot of good information, but I gotta start pacing myself.
I know, I'm like throwing sticky notes at you.
So 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go. We're going to be out of the timeout now. We're in post-timeout mode. So 137 and 126, Alaska with the lead. Heading into jam number 17. Vix will be your jammer for Alaska. I Slam with the star for Salaam. And both jammers try to go outside. Vix makes it first. Lead jammer for Alaska.
I Slam right behind Vix, catching up quickly.
Yes, it's a race back to the pack now. Who's going to get there first? Vix carries some momentum into that pack, throws the hips forward, and calls it off. Gets 1 point. But right now, at this point, 1 point is very valuable. It gives you one more of an edge here. 138, 126. Lead is now 12. 3.5 to go. Team timeout called now by Team Salaam, a crash course team timeout. Tired of second guessing your training routine? Visit crashcourserollerderby.com. That's crash again with a K. To get a custom plan to increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create MVP habits. Life is a contact sport. Win. Want to once again thank everybody tuning in on the stream, wherever you may be in the great big wild world of Derby. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're liking what you see here. And thank you, of course, for our pay-as-you-go feature for contributing. That also helps us to provide you an excellent stream. I want to thank Evie, our stream head extraordinaire, for doing excellent work here all weekend. Thank all of our stream team for working hard to keep us going. And all these visuals you see, and the awesome graphics and the awesome camera angles and everything, is all due to our stream team. And, of course, the action you're seeing is due to our amazing skaters and officials and volunteers. So a lot of people were involved in making Y'all Stars go. A 4-day tournament is not an easy thing to do, but people here make it look easy, but it's not. But everybody deserves a ton of credit for the work we put into this tournament. So thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for working it. Here we go with jam number 18.
We're going to have Absolute Chaos and I Slam. I Slam with 1 left to beat the front of the pack. Makes her way out is your lead jammer. Absolute Chaos still caught up in the very back of this pack.
And I Slam to the inside, takes a bump. That is courtesy number 94 for Alaska, Squasha.
Meanwhile, we have a star pass to number 0, Athena Latina, if I'm not mistaken.
And Athena to the outside, trying to break through, getting hung up by the Salaam blocking contingent. Meanwhile, I Slam picking up 4. Tightening it up now, 8-point game as we skate. I Slam looking for some more points here, trying to break through to make it a 4-point game. And 1 blocker to beat, and does so, gets past Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
This is now a 4-point game, folks, with 2.5 minutes left in your second half.
And I don't know if you can hear it through our mics, but the crowd's going nuts here. They are losing it. And now we have a tie game on the track. 138 all, 12-point jam for I Slam. And Absolute Chaos just getting tangled up in that Salaam defense.
And we we now have a lead
And we have a lead change. Sip it if you got it. Salaam out in front.
Long, hard-fought lead change by Salaam's part. They're very impressive that they got their score back up.
That Salaam defense is working overtime here on Absolute
absolutely.
Chaos. And meanwhile, also working overtime, I Slam, 20-point jam, and rolling. Oh, sorry, Athena. I'm sorry, Athena. My apologies on that. And now we have a highest scoring jam in the game. That's going to belong to I Slam, 24-point jam. And watch right here. Surviving that block out from Nova. Able to keep going, and with that jam, 24-point jam for Salaam, and a crash course team timeout going to be called an official review. I believe, probably, I'm going to guess, called by by Salaam, actually. So official review called by Salaam. So what about this crash course stoppage here, Nines?
Alrighty. This timeout is brought to you by Chrissy Crash and Crash Course. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit CrashCourseRollerDerby.com for a custom plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by an experienced team of certified professional trainers who are also experienced roller derby skaters. Life is a contact sport.
Win! All right, Carmen San Diego, our producer extraordinaire, letting me know that I was correct in that one. The highest scoring jam in the game now goes to our Slam with 24. And 2, we are tied at lead jammer stat eye, 9-9. So for all you Ferris Bueller fans, 9 times. Each team has gotten lead jammer status in this half 9 times.
One of my favorite movies.
Same. I almost brought my Safe Ferris shirt this weekend, but I left it at home. That would have been apropos for the moment. So it looks like we're still waiting for Shrimp and Roll to come back with the results of the review. Again, once Shrimp lets the teams know, and once we are informed about it, we will relay that information to you. And this next game, once we're done, we're getting back into our juniors action, I believe. Let me look at my handy-dandy schedule to see what game's coming up next here, Nines. I want to say it's Mars and Rampage? Or am I wrong on that one?
We're going to have Foco and
Oh,
Rampage.
Foco and Rampage, yes.
And then after that, we're going to have the Feral versus Mars.
So by the round of applause from the team, the Salaam Roller to be faithful, pretty sure they won the challenge. Because the coaching staff is really just hugging it out right here. So, all right, there we go. The review was called, and they won it, so they're going to retain. That's still blinking. So elation from the Salaam Roller Derby bench and fandom. I agree. That was nuts. Looking at the chat. That was nuts. Jam of the game. Agreed.
Once again, we have I Slam with the star. Athena Latina taking a seat in the box for a cut track penalty. Power start for Salaam.
As if it wasn't enough that I Slam had the highest scoring jam a minute ago. They're right back out there again jamming.
I Slam through on this inside line, picking up another 4 for Salaam.
4-point jam now as we go for Salaam, sorry. And Athena Latina out of the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. And out there, Jamie takes a bump from Kaboom. Gonna reset. Meanwhile, up front, I Slam, I scored 4 points. I didn't score 4 points. I Slam did. just making that clear.
I Slam, I scored.
Yeah, exactly. Initial pass completed by Athena Latina. Meanwhile, another scoring pass now complete by I Slam. 12-point jamming going, 20-point differential now in favor of Salaam. And under 20 seconds to go on the period clock. This could be our last jam. I make no promises of that. And Iran Slam to the inside. One skate backwards through, clearing 4 points. 16-point jam. Is Iran Slam going to try to do it again here? I mean,
holding the hands up for the call-off, looks like.
Waiting for it. Yeah, looking for it. Was looking at the bench.
This is now the last jam of the game. We have 0 on the period clock.
And that'll be it.
Call-off.
Right there.
Lovely work by Team Salaam.
Yeah, look at our replay right here. You can see Iran Slam at the front of that pack. Just lay it into it. Goes to the inside. Pushes through, hips forward, one skate. And that, Nines, is that.
Your unofficial score is going to be 145 Alaska, 166 Salaam. With the rolling whistle, that is now official.
That was an amazing game in our consolation bracket here, Nines. Salaam rolled over with a huge comeback. Even though the game never really got out of hand, the fact that they hung into it enough, getting that big jam right there, a couple of big jams to get back into it. And then Iran Slam just literally, I ran away with it with a 24-point jam to bring Salaam back out in front to claim victory.
But don't go away, stay tuned. Next up we have some very high-level juniors playing. We have Foco and Rampage, and at the halftime of that game we'll have a level 1 exhibition bout, and then next we're going to have your host league, the Feral, versus Mars Junior Beast. At the halftime of that game, we'll have our level 2 exhibition.
And you're going to be in the venue calling those, so yay.
Yes, I will.
So that'll do it for us here. Thank you very much for our producer, Carmen Slam Diego, for our stream team. I'm P. Armageddon.
And I'm Nines.
Unless you're going to give us the camera back, we'll hang out for a second, but I have to go do THA things. So we can hang for a second. But you see the high fives going around here, celebrating a very, very awesome game for both teams. So we're going to do MVPs. That's part of my job here as THA. So we'll hang out for a little bit.
I don't know. I don't really. Yeah, I mean.
Can you see me? I'm waiting to be discovered. Meet me where the untraditional is traditional. Dare to go bold? Come find me in Louisiana's Cajun Bayou.
Here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job: to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.